Hi, I'm Bill.
And I'm Jill.
Welcome to the graduating class of 1961. Wait a second, wrong speech. Hi, I'm Lincoln.
And I'm Laura. And on behalf of the graduating class of 2016, we'd like to say a few words. Grade 7 graduation is an important part in our life. It's a jump from elementary school to high school. We are so thankful that God has given us these years together in a Christian school and that He's kept us safe through all of it.
This evening, we'd like to give you a bit of a taste of what our experiences have been like in our years at JCS. Elementary school all started when we walked into kindergarten. There, some of us were met by Mrs. Vandersteen, who gave out awesome, smelly stickers.
And some met by Mom. Oh, I mean Mrs. Vandergrimpton. We called her Mrs. V and loved her red hair and the popsicles she gave out on pink lemonade.
Kindergarten was fun. All you had to do was recite your ABCs and learn your 1, 2, 3s. We played dress up and house, and even used rubber chicken legs as guns. One of the best memories of kindergarten was on the first day of school, when Zach decided after half an hour of being in school to return to the playground. Yeah, Mrs. B, this school thing really isn't for me. I think I like recess better, he said.
Yes, that was all true, and we all wish we could relive those moments. But the big thing in kindergarten was the pumpkin patch. We actually got to take home a real pumpkin. Someone even took home a 17-pound pumpkin. Unfortunately, don't remember who, because back then we had the attention span of a gnat. Lincoln?
What? Oh, sorry. That year, we also went to the fire station and got to take part in our first ever sports day.
But kindergarten had to end. Sadly, Micah, Paige, Emmanuel, John, Eric, Luke, and Deb left us. And we left the fun of kindergarten and moved on to grade 1. Our teachers were Miss Foxtrot, an amazing music teacher, and Miss Goodens, a great art teacher.
Jordan Holman entered our class that year. We also enjoyed 100 Day, because in kindergarten, we only got to celebrate 50 Day.
Chinese Day was also a fun part of grade 1. We got to drink green tea, eat fortune cookies, and try to use chopsticks. Another good memory is when Joel spilled his 2 cups of noodles on soup day all over the classroom.
Another good memory is when Marcus the Hand put peanut butter all over his hair. We thought long and hard about this, but we could never really understand why he did that.
But we left our chopsticks and teachers behind and traveled on to grade 2. Unfortunately, Brent had left us in grade 1.
Grade 2 was kind of a blur, but the teachers who met us there were Mrs. DeVries, who is one of the best readers I know, and Miss Green, who had red curly hair and was a very fun teacher.
We got to have a class pet that year, a hamster named Lucky, but sadly, he died.
Apparently, he wasn't so lucky after all.
That year, Mr. DeVries showed us how to make pottery for our homes. We even got to go to the zoo and see all kinds of different animals. As we said, grade 2 was kind of a blur, but we remembered that Bethlehem, Sunday, and Julia left. But we still kept hiking up the hill of grades and moved on to grade 3.
Our teachers were Mrs. Bicker, the hiker, and Miss Greenan again, who later became Mrs. Coates. In grade 3, we hiked up Teapot Hill, watched Full House on the Prairie for socials, and we were even all invited to Miss Greenan's wedding.
Sadly, that year, Melody and Hannah left our class and went to Alberta. We kept moving on to grade 4. The teachers who taught us were Mr. Malou, the great basketball teacher, and Dad, Mr. Vandergrimpton, or Mr. B, the Sasquatch.
Oh yeah, you got both of your parents as teachers.
I know, right? Both of them. Lucky me.
Anyways, that year we started the fun of dodgeball. We played it for DP8 and were very competitive about it. We also got to read Bridge to Terabithia, where almost everyone had wet eyes. Mr. B also brought out the mighty Viking sword. The challenge? Hold the sword straight out for 1 minute. The winner? Nobody. Would win $100.
Autumn left that next year, then we left grade 4 and went to grade 5, and the bonus was that we were finally on the top floor. That year, Hannah and Eric also came back to our class.
We were glad they came back so they could keep playing dodgeball with us. Throughout grade 5, Mr. DeLue, our teacher again, continued the great tradition of dodgeball. But one of the moments of grade 5 we will definitely all remember was Barkerville.
Yeah, it was our first overnight field trip. Selling chocolates, the long bus ride, playing soccer at Wells School, and of course, Barkerville itself. We got to watch schoolmen be accused of killing someone in the courthouse, and then there was the theater. Mr. DeLue was asked to do the butt dance. He did the dance with one of the actresses, and his face turned deep red.
After Barkerville, we finished off grade 5. Amy had moved to Houston, and we moved on to grade 6. Our new teachers were Miss Lanking, who loves historical fiction, and Mrs. Van Dyke, the musician, and Mr. Akers, a.k.a. Snail Hunter. And our new classmates were Thomas Overdike, Marcus Shugan, and Reese Lee.
In grade 6, we entered the polo shirt horror. Most of us followed the rules, but some of us didn't agree with the prison around our necks. The declamation, speech, and spelling bee contests were also very, very new to us, but Miss Lanting helped us with a big responsibility. One of the great new things we got to try was gymnastics. We went to the Chilliwack Gymnastics Center and got to balance on beams and jump all over the big trampoline into the foam pit.
But the best field trip by far in grade 6 was Salt Spring Island. Sadly, Mr. Akers couldn't join us because him and his wife had just been blessed with a little girl, Amanda. Instead, we swapped the snail hunter for the Sasquatch. We played capture the flag, kick the can, and we even got to go beachcombing early in the morning. We also went for beautiful walks, where once Mr. V fell down a ditch and ripped his shorts from front to back.
But boy, was he wrong. Almost everybody found one. Lots of people had other faces when they held the slime snail, but Joel's, by far, was the best.
We left Salt Spring and started practice for our first track and field. Track and field was awesome. We got to meet people in our class who will soon join us in high school. That year, we also lost 2 good friends, Taylor and Patricia. We also said goodbye to an amazing principal, Mr. Tormfleet. We had lots of fun in the last week of school and were excited for the last summer as an elementary school student.
Grade 7, last year. Our new classmates, Ethan and Micah, joined us, and a new principal greeted us, Mr. F. He joined the ranks of our other teachers, Mr. Rakers, Miss Lanting, and Mrs. Van Dyke. He was a great math teacher to some of us and played PE with us some days. Man, can he hit a baseball.
And he likes Winnipeg Jets.
In grade 7, we got to enjoy the awesomeness of volleyball and basketball tournaments. Again, we got to see our future classmates. It was a lot of fun and very competitive. Moving on from the competitiveness, we got to go snowshoeing in February.
We got to go to the snow-covered Manning Park and hike around the frozen lake. The snowball fight afterwards was chaos. Snowballs flew from left and right, and one of them hit Zach straight in the eye.
But what was really fun was the Princess Bride party. We got to swim, play volleyball, and watch the hilarious movie, The Princess Bride. The day after the party, we got to go to Manning Park, again, for our grad trip.
Manning Park was an awesome trip. Again, we got to play kick the can, capture the flag, and this time we even got to go swimming.
Suleiman enjoyed the water. Seth acted like he was going to tip Suleiman out of the canoe he was in. But before he could even get there, Suleiman jumped out into the freezing cold water.
Everyone enjoyed canoeing and wore life jackets for safety. And of course, Ethan found a twist. By the way, Ethan, we're pretty sure you're supposed to wear a life jacket with your arms and not your legs.
We spent the evenings around the warm campfire and we made hilarious
class throughout the years, and all of them have their own unique qualities and personalities and are awesome friends.
Elena Aikema is the scrapbook fan and is very good at crafting.
Joel Bynum, aka Swag Man, is basketball obsessed, is a genius on the piano, and is very funny. Keep doing what you're doing, Joel.
Robin Biker loves to color, loves the color pink, and is very creative.
Marcus Shooten is crazy good at mountain biking, and he is also very humorous.
Jason Vandenberg is strong-willed, athletic, competitive, and loves comics. Chin-chin, Calvin and Hobbes.
Abby Towns always has good lunches, like Grad. She speaks her mind and is a very fun person to hang out with.
Rachel Sigmar is a very good runner, has a great laugh, has hilarious jokes, and is really kind.
Ethan Minderhout is the total package. Smart, and is a small lightning bolt on the soccer field.
Kelly Decker loves cats and is very high-spirited, and is also very respectful to her other classmates.
Marcus Dehan sings Let It Go constantly. He has a good throw, is an amazing golfer, and also lives off eating pet lives in class.
Carrie Nicholas is always hyper and overexcited and has a creative mind. Carrie, you're as cool as a cucumber.
Seth Goldman is another good mountain biker. He's very funny and is all about Star Wars and the Marvel superheroes.
Hannah Vanderbilt is a good drawer, loves soccer, is smart, responsible, and loves monkeys.
Micah Flockstrom loves dirt biking. He also has a $100 smile. He also is a very nice guy. Micah, you are sunshine on a rainy day.
Letitia Skuda is kind, nice, has amazing long hair, and can rock it on lucky hair day.
Jordan Cremendum is a Rubik's Cube master. He's a super athlete, very kind, and had some horrific hair in grade 6.
April Student is fast, has great running endurance, loves pandas and basketball, and is really incredible on the long run.
Zach Tolsma is one of those people who makes you laugh so hard you are physically in pain. He also has the rightful privilege of being our very own class clown.
And Zach, we're glad your eyebrows grew back.
After that little accident with the scissors.
Thomas Silverman is the ultimate awesome in our class, and he loves to ride his real estate everywhere he goes.
Curtis Dalen is funny, playful, his smile is incredibly contagious and can light up a room, and is very energetic.
Reese Reed is very smart, loves foxes, is very kind, and can make a fast issue.
Solomon Matella is very funny and is very athletic. We will all remember that one time when he was running so fast and he didn't see where he was going and he ran head-on into a pole.
Allison Spanga is such a tomboy. Can kick a soccer ball, is tough, strong-willed, and fun to hang out with.
Caleb Gutman is all about the military, tanks, and cars. Caleb, you are one of a kind.
Natalie Memoir is a bouncy, energetic girl, and her creative potential seems limitless.
Eli Vermeulen loves Greek mythology, is very smart, is a good friend, and is very caring.
Eric Timmerman loves hockey and is a very cool guy to get to know.
Eric, in high school, I bet you're going to be voted most likely to continue being awesome.
Naomi Vince is a hilarious girl who makes you laugh, left, right, and center. She also has a beautiful singing voice. Oh, and I can't forget to say that she's terrified of spiders.
Jordan Holman is the builder of the class and always comes up with the best ideas. He also can take apart anything. Not too sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
And then there's Lincoln Lars.
He's the greatest guy who ever lived.
Okay, let me take it from there. Lincoln can always fool you with an amazing magic trick. He's very caring, and he won't let us forget that he's Batman.
Then there's Lorian Vandergriffen, aka the horse expert. She loves to draw, is a very good swimmer, and loves soccer. She is also a very kind and respectful person. Oh, and she's also a very good person to write a speech with.
After all this time we spent looking over our years at JCS, it's very obvious to us that God has definitely been with us and guided our steps to this special occasion.
We are so thankful for all that God has done for us in this school, for our teachers and our classmates,